It's the NFL on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's going to be a good one. And it kicks off next on Madden NFL 25.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, there's nothing quite like it. That feeling of beginning another NFL season. And these two squads, they're going to do just that in a moment.
And what makes it so exciting is the range of possibilities these teams have before them, because we could be seeing one of these teams earn the Lombardi Trophy in February, while the other, they could earn the #1 draft pick in April, or anything in between. And we've got the best seat in the house every step of the way.
Just about time to rock as Toe gets ready to meet leather. And off we go here in Anchorage. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice, because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's a 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. McLeod. Hauled in left side here by Jennings. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Back to throw now on 1st down. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. And they'll come up 2nd and 7. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Well, for years we thought Seattle was the Pacific Northwest. Not anymore. NFL football has arrived here in Anchorage, and folks in these parts are understandably beyond excited to see just what the future holds. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, McLeod. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That's good for a 1st down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
They'll bring a tight end in motion left. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. They'll look to throw again. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They'll give him 4 yards there, and this will wind up being a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he will have the 1st before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. It's a pickup of 6. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Jennings, a receiver in motion right. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't he?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Following the fumble recovery, Jenkins. Looking middle, and that's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and a couple. Back to throw. Jenkins. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Now a 2nd and 6. Up the middle they go. Wiley fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. This now a 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Jenkins. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 3rd catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a 1st down. Really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4 of 4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game, like we're watching an operation taking place right now. Master surgeon at work.
They go play action here on 1st down. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
So what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Operating from the gun, Jenkins. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. From 17 yards out. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead.
Nothing like understanding where your escape hatches are as a quarterback. Here he's looking, but he knows he doesn't want to force anything. So when nothing avails itself, he slips past the rushers, takes it right up the middle, and takes it into the end zone.
And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it was all finished off by the 17-yard touchdown run. Oh, a good return up past the 30. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's second down and 8. Off play action. McLeod rolling to his right. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. And Jennings will go in motion right. From the gun on third down. McLeod working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. Well, just the last thing you want to see here in the first quarter of a new season. Hopefully nothing serious. We'll step aside for a moment. In motion goes the tight end. On first down, he'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Here's second and 7. Back to throw. McLeod. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
In motion right, one of the tight ends. Back to throw again. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half, and if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
They bring their punter out there now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early.
On EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football. Second down and 3. As they've got it as we resume action. They'll keep it on the ground. Wiley, and he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Now a handoff up the middle. Wiley, and he lost the football. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it, and they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Do you remember in preseason we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and, you know, guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. Out comes Anchorage to take over offensively. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it on the first drive.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Reeves. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Off the play fake, Jenkins. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, a pick there, it certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least, it'll be 4th down. And on now is the punter, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return, and they will take over 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. McLeod firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
At the 33-yard line.
Off play action. McLeod. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Not many boos just yet from this home crowd, but they may be starting soon, as I'm starting to detect an uneasy murmur through this crowd. This offense, they've been lifeless in this first half. And now here's another punting situation and a 4th down.
That's taken on the 25. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. And here's the Virginia Beach offense out and ready to go again. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
They'll keep it on the ground. Wiley. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Off the play fake. Jenkins. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Here's the Anchorage offense back out now. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. Little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots, but what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
A promising sign there from an offense that hasn't done a whole lot to this point. Nice job to locate the open receiver, and it's good yardage and a 1st down to open the drive.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Jennings, a receiver in motion right. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. A quick throw there is incomplete.
I like the call. It looked like the right time to dial up a running back screen, but this one got disrupted right from the start and ends up falling incomplete.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest. Now 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun, McLeod. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff running through the middle. Yeah, he's able to push his way forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. 2nd down now. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he is caught. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Now, this is a quarterback that's already in the top 100 all-time in passing yards, but that last throw going to move him past Roger Staubach on the all-time list. Roger Charles at 22,700.
Don't forget, he also won 2 Super Bowls, played from 1969 to 1979. And I would dare say Rodgers' numbers would be larger, but remember, he had a commitment.
And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Taking it in from 11 yards out. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up. Meaning, when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Extra point right down the middle, and we are tied at 7. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And in the end, the finishing touch, an 11-yard run. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. But the Virginia Beach offense set to take over. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Off play action. Jenkins got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
But give them credit for a good read right there, because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. And he was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Pressure comes and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Up the middle they go. Wiley. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. Call it a 6-yard gain. Still plenty of work to do coming up. 3rd and 14. They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Under pressure, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. 3rd and long, you knew that he was going to throw it. He just couldn't find anybody to throw it to.
Yeah, and it shouldn't have been a surprise, but that was perfect execution of their nickel defense. That 5th defensive back, the extra defender, He really tightened up things downfield in coverage, and they were able to get to him in the pocket.
That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. Out comes Anchorage to take over offensively. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt. The Virginia Beach offense set to take over. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like, because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge, because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Now the first carry here for the running back. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 2nd and 6. Here's a handoff out of the gun. Oh, what a move. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. Operating from the gun, Jenkins. And he rifles one incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going. And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. One more go for this offense in the first half. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Throwing to start the drive. McLeod. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. Here's 2nd and 10. The slot man in motion right. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. Again, he'll drop to throw. Completes it to Jennings. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. A final shot before break. McLeod. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Has been as good as advertised. Just a field goal separating these two teams. This was a very level first half, and I'd expect to see more of the same after the break.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. They'll get this down to the 38.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
They'll keep it on the ground. Wiley. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. 63 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. Off the bootleg, Jenkins. That is caught at the 7. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. A great play there. 27 yards as his guys are able to extend their lead.
I think it's easy to say mission accomplished on that drive. The goal was to increase the lead. They did exactly that.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7. Just a 4-play drive that time. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
At the 35-yard line.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. 2nd and 2. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. So he stopped for no gain, and that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
And now whistles here and a flag down. Looked like someone got going a little early. Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. And a manageable 3rd down becomes a lot less manageable. 3rd and 7 after the false start. In motion, the tight end. Off the play fake. McLeod. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Fifth catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
On first down, it's French. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down. We're just shy of midfield. Here's second down and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. French, and he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49, a gain of just 2. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Over the middle, complete. That's French. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3.
Always important as a defender on third down to keep the play in. Move on you in the open field. Try as he might, he wasn't able to get to the first down marker. Excellent defense, good tackling.
The Virginia Beach offense set to take over. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Off play action. Jenkins. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Looking to throw. Jenkins. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. Decent gain on the scramble of 6, but now it's 4th.
That looked great when he first took off because in my mind, there was room to run and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his 4th down call.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. Here's the Anchorage offense back out now. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drive. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the defense. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that, and that's what they've done all game long.
Now the try here for the point after. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. The home team's offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And it's been a struggle for him all afternoon. This defense has really done a nice job of making him earn everything he gets, and it's prevented him from getting into any kind of rhythm here today. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
They'll keep it on the ground. French, and he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
On 3rd down, it's French, and he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. But now he appears to be in some pain. Boy, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout. On 1st down, here's Love. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
It'll be Love to try and get the first. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a first down.
And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. The visitors' offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And you have to imagine this defense saying, how do we stop this guy? He has run roughshod through him to this point in the 3rd quarter. Off the bootleg, Jenkins. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. They work now on 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun, Jenkins. And this is incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jenkins. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play. Pretty good location there on that throw.
It really was, wasn't it? That was likely one where the receiver was either going to catch it or no one. Really good decision. And boy, what a catch and move right there.
And a tough spot to get it over the middle. He finds his man, complete. That's Reeves. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 2. Off the bootleg, Jenkins. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. 11 yards there, 1st down.
And the Virginia Beach, 1st down.
Now a handoff up the middle. Wiley, and he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. as we are just about set to go here in quarter number 4. From the gun on third down, Jenkins in trouble, and he's taken down. And the defense coming through on third down, a loss of 7 to bring up fourth. So they bring out their punter as he's on for the 5th time here today. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. Here's the Anchorage offense back out now. And they have had their problems moving the ball through the air as we take you through some of the action from earlier. This secondary has played about as well as you can. Many times they've left this quarterback with nowhere to go with the football. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. So no gain on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
No gain on the play. It's now 3rd down and long.
Back to throw. McLeod. He finds his man. Complete. It's French. And this will not get close to the 1st down marker as he's brought down at the 26. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the 1st down.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Looking to throw. McLeod. And this is going to be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The 4th down pass play doesn't work out. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. Well, they've clearly made a conscious decision here to be more aggressive in the late stages of this game here in the 2nd half.
And I get it. In this situation, you know, if you want to be aggressive out near midfield, you feel good about your defense maybe, or just, hey, I thought I had a proper play call. But how about the guys that just stopped them? How good do they feel right now? Hey, you want to go for it here? We shut you down? They're over on the bench right now feeling great.
They'll keep it on the ground. Wiley, and he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. Up the middle they go. Wiley, no gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And this one is no good. He missed it, and the lead will stay put at 17. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the fourth quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, you know, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
The home team's offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, they didn't fall behind any further thanks to that missed field goal, but still staring at this fourth quarter deficit. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Back to throw. McLeod over the middle. It's complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
It's second and inches at the 34-yard line.
Looking to throw. McLeod.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. Operating from the gun, McLeod. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a first down.
Those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the fourth. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
45 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
This likely a must-have. 3rd and goal.
They'll send the big tight end in motion right. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And that is incomplete.
Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and as a result, possession switches hands. They kept it in the air on 4th, Charles. They ran on 1st and 2nd down, tried it through the air on 3rd. Thing on 4th and goal.
And remember, in these situations, the field is really condensed. Everything is squeezed tight. So as a defender, you can actually take more chances here because they won't have as much time to throw the football, and the receiver really can't run past you. If they do, they run out the back of the end zone. Nice job by the D, shutting them down.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And a nice gain there. It's going to be taken down just shy of the 20. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. Now a handoff up the middle. Wiley. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10.
They'll keep it on the ground.
Wiley.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Up the middle they go.
Wiley. It's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. They'll try the left side.
Wiley.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record, but everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for Virginia Beach,
hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they'll get another road date next week.
Meanwhile, for Anchorage,
they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.